Welcome to Abracadabra TV. The magic is here.
Hi, welcome to the first day of 2021. Congratulations, you have passed level 2020. My name is Cole Knight. This is the Abracadabra Festival, and I will be leading you through a vinyasa flow to start out this year with intention. We're now entering a very special era, the solstice, that happened on December 21st, interestingly enough, to lead right into the year 2021. And this solstice signifies a huge shift in the consciousness of humanity as a collective. And recently, I was with a dear friend of mine down here in Tulum, whom brought over an elder, a Mayan elder. His name is Abuelo. And Abuelo was talking about what does this shift really mean for humanity. And this shift, it's a signification that we're changing, we're becoming a lot deeper. It's our chance now to pray for the purification of our planet. And in order for us to have that relationship with Pachamama, with Mother Earth, with Gaia, she needs us, and we need her. And so now we can tune into ourselves to get those answers on how to make this happen, how to make the most beautiful, balanced. Okay, we're gonna cut that part. It's our chance now to pray for the purification of our planet, of Pachamama, of Mother Earth, because she needs us, and we need her. And so for that relationship, we need to tune into ourselves for the answers. My friend Charlie said it perfectly. From chaotic emergence comes authentic expression. Let me say that again. From chaotic emergence comes authentic expression. And so obviously chaotic emergence is all of the things that happened in 2020. Lots of chaos, lots of emergence. Lots of unending shifts in the world that we knew. But with these changes come the chance to change the conversation. So I want to ask, when you were made to pause this year, this last year, who are you? What is your most authentic expression? When we are authentically ourselves, we can connect in the most real, raw, powerful way with each other, with ourselves, with the planet, with our expressions, with our passions. And so let's make a New Year's resolution right now. How can we reopen our hearts? Because connection creates magic and mystery. And so what does the most authentic version of yourself look like? Close your eyes. Sit up really, really tall and start to breathe. And start to visualize what that authentic version of you looks like. What does it feel like? What does it taste like? Take a really deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Deep breath into your belly, into your chest. Exhale, let it go. Deep breath into your belly, into your chest. Exhale, let it go. Bring your hands over your heart. And ask yourself, what is blocking that most authentic version? Be honest. What's taking up the space that you could be dedicating to your power, to your heart, to your love? And now just visualize yourself releasing, letting that go. The New Year's resolution is to bring back the magic, the trust in the magic. Sit up a little bit taller. Press your hands a little bit closer into your chest and take one more really, really deep breath into your belly, into your chest, and hold your breath in at the top of your inhale. Exhale, side out. You can drop your hands down. Walk your right hand away from you. Reach your left hand up over your head, all the way down onto your right forearm. Push the ground away. Extend through your side body here. Lengthen everything out. Think about your forearm pushing into the ground, creating that space in between your side body. And then twist your pinky down at the ground. Inhale, get a little bit longer. And then as you exhale, sweep your left hand across in front of you all the way over to the other side. Rotate your right pinky down towards the ground. Push your left hand away. Create that space, opening up here into your side bodies. Breathe. Inhale, get a little bit longer. Exhale, sweep in front of you over to the other side. Inhale, get long, get big. Open your side bodies. You can even play with straightening your arm. On your exhale, sweep in front. Inhale, open up. Maybe play with straightening that arm. Just tune in this whole class. It's about you. So listen to your body. Sweep across, back to the other side. Inhale, get big, get long. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, get big, get long. Exhale, sweep across. Inhale, open up your chest. Maybe straighten that arm. And last time, switch it out. Getting really big here. This time, reach both hands up over your head. Get really long as you inhale. Exhale, bring your hands behind you. Come onto your fingertips. And then squeeze your heart up, your shoulders together, and just get really long here. So you're on your fingertips behind you. You're extending through your spine, getting so long. And then let your head drop all the way back. Feel yourself opening your chest, opening your heart. Just letting anything that you need to let go slide off your shoulders in this moment. And then slowly come back up, release. Reach your hands up over your head. Pinkies rotating in. Exhale, start to fold it forwards. Walk your hands out in front of you. Let your head drop down on your fingertips here. So roll your shoulders away from your ears. Press your hips back. Feel yourself getting longer through your spine. Inhale. Exhale, come down onto your palms. Maybe your forehead comes to the ground, or maybe it just hangs heavy. No tension in your neck. One more breath for length. And then exhale, start to walk your hands back to your knees. Bring your hands onto your knees and make little circles. One direction and then the other. Starting to open your spine here. Open your shoulders. Breathing, feeling, creating. And then come all the way back up one last time. Breathe it in. Exhale, let it go. And you're just gonna come right into a tabletop position. So stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Spread your fingers as wide as you can and then point your index fingers straight in front of you. Biceps rotating in towards each other. Inhale for cow. Drop your belly, lift your booty, lift your heart forwards. And then exhale for cat, press the ground away. Pull your belly button up to the ceiling, push your toes down, push your palms down. And then inhale for cow, pull it forwards. Exhale for cat, push the ground away. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. You can close your eyes and start to move your hips side to side as you roll forwards and backwards from your cat into your cow. taking your most authentic expression of this pose. Thinking about where you might find tension in your body, where you can send your breath, your love to. And then come back to neutral. Flip your palms so they face down and your fingers face your knees. And then tuck your toes and start to lean back, pressing your palms forwards. So this one might feel really special, and that's okay. It's an anti-texting, anti-typing pose, helps prevent carpal tunnel syndrome, arthritis. It's really incredible for your wrists, honestly. I'm trying to distract you guys. So one more breath here, send that love into your hands. And as you exhale, come forwards. Very slowly flip your hands over. Fingers still facing your knees. Little to no weight in your hands. You can bend your elbows and start to make circles, one direction and then the other, just loosening up those tiny muscles on the tops of our hands. Nice. Now sink your hips back, reach your hands up over your head, breathe in. Exhale, open your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your heart up, and then drop your hands all the way behind you. Maybe even let your head fall back. Come all the way back down to the ground into a child's pose. Beginning our class in the most innocent of places. Reaching into your inner child here in your child's pose. Your authentic self. Roll your biceps away from your ears, lengthen your spine, reach your hips back, crawl your hands forwards, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Now reach your hands back, grab onto your ankles, bring the top of your head onto the ground, and then as you inhale, lift your hips up, breathe into your upper back, into your body, your spine. Feel yourself opening your shoulders, your low back. One more breath in. Exhale, release it down. Crawl your hands back out in front of you onto your forearms, and then send your right foot back. Press your forearms down into the ground away from you. Press into your right heel like you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your heel. Feel your calf opening. Keep your armpits away from your mat and keep your ears away from your shoulders. Lengthen here. Breathe into your heel. And then lift it up. Come onto your palms. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, get really long. Exhale, get really tiny. Inhale, get long. Exhale, squeeze it in, activating your core right away. Get long, squeeze it in, get long, squeeze, get long. Squeeze your core as you breathe out. Get really long one more time, and then get really small, squeeze, lift it up all the way to your armpit, and then send it back, press back into your calf. Send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Walk your dog out first one of the day, so bend one knee and then the other. Lift your hips up to the sky. And then bring your toes together. Walk your hands back to your feet and then sink your hips down, knees out wide. Hands come out long. On your fingertips here, drop your head down to the ground. Send your hips back, get really long here. And then you can start to rock your knees side to side, but use your core like a steering wheel. So your core is the thing that's moving your knees here. Side to side. Bring your hips down to the ground, child's pose. This time, feet together, knees apart. Get really long again, lengthening out your spine. Breathe in here. Exhale, let it go. Come back forwards onto your forearms, and this time send your left foot back. Push into your heel, find that length in your body, press the ground away through your forearms. Breathing and getting long. Think about your heel reaching towards the wall behind you, lengthening out your calf, your hamstrings. And then lift your leg up. Point your toes down at the ground. Come up onto your palms, biceps engaged, so rotating inwards. Exhale, bring your knee to your outside elbow. Inhale, get long. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, get really long. Exhale, get really small. Inhale, get really long. Exhale, squeeze it in, turning on your core. Get really long, breathe in. Exhale, get really small, squeeze. Get really long as you breathe it in, fill your lungs. Exhale as you empty. Squeeze your core at the bottom of your exhale. Inhale one more time, really, really long. Exhale, squeeze it in really, really small, and then step it back, downward facing dog. All right, spread your fingers really wide. Rotate your biceps in towards your ears and lift your hips up to the sky. Just feel your length here. Downward dog, Ardha Mukha Shavasana, is actually just supposed to get really long. So imagine you're growing taller by lifting your hips higher. Your torso is lengthening here. Press your shoulders forwards and your hips up and your heels down. And take 3 deep breaths. So breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release. Come onto your tippy toes and gaze forwards. Bend your knees and then start to walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. No tension in your neck. Just let yourself hang really heavy here. Bring your feet about hips-width distance apart. Folding really deep, bending your knees, and then bring your hands behind your head. Clasp your palms together, point your index fingers, and reach your hands up over your head as you fold forwards, pulling your shoulder blades together and your heart forwards. Breathing into this. Just feeling yourself open up here. Heart opening that space. Then glue your left shoulder to your left knee. Straighten your right leg and pull your hands to the left. Opening up a twist in your upper body. Detoxing out 2020, let's go. Let your head drop down. Keep the twist in your upper body. Keep your breath. Slowly release, come back to center, switch it out. Right shoulder, right knee, straighten your left leg and pull your hands behind your head. Let your head drop down as you pull your left shoulder behind you. Breathe into this space. Let that feel really good. And then slowly come back to center. Release your hands all the way down to the ground. Halfway lift. Straighten out your spine. Get long here. And then exhale, fold it forwards. Stand all the way up. Reach your hands over your head. Circle them really high up to the sky. And then exhale, crack your chest open. Keep your spine straight and engaged, but pull your shoulder blades together and lift your heart. Finding a little bit of a back bend here. And then swan dive, fold it forwards. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back. Open to the left side of your left foot, but stay really engaged. So keep lifting up your hips and your biceps are inwards. Engaged here, rotating towards each other. Come to the left side of your left foot. Your hips are lifting, but you're opening as well. And then very controlled, bring it back to center. Step your right foot forward, step your left foot back. Now make sure your hands are in front of your feet here and keep your foot in the center of your hands, but just come on to the right side of your right foot. So continue to lift your hips up, rotate your hands inwards, pull your heart forwards. Use your glutes to stay engaged as well. Come back to center, switch it out. Left foot forwards, right foot back. Open to the left side of your left foot, just feeling into your body, respecting where you're at this morning. And then back to center, switch it out. Right foot forwards, left foot back, open to the right side of your right foot. Last time, left foot forwards, right foot back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards, this time grabbing the back of your ankles and pulling yourself in. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Halfway lift, right foot back. Then you'll step your left foot into a side plank. Reach your left hand up to the sky. And then bring your left knee up. Step it behind you. Little back bend here. Gaze down at the ground. Slowly unwind. Maybe into a three-legged dog or into a plank. And then roll forwards. You can take knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, or challenge yourself to a one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more time, really deep breath in. Exhale, flutter your lips. And then inhale, reach your right foot up. Bring your knee to your nose, give it a kiss. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow, make them touch. And then inhale, lift it back up, get really long here. Exhale, cross underneath your body, bring your right knee to your left elbow. And then as you send it back, place your right ankle on your left knee, coming into a figure four in your downward facing dog. So press your heel down, press your knee back. Keep your biceps really engaged here, rotating them in towards your ears as you lift your hips. All these little micro checklists to go through. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Rotate to your right, coming to the left side of your back foot, and then reach your left hand up. So point your knee down, lift your hips high. Get really long here. If you can, gaze up at your left hand, reach it a little higher over your head. And then you're just gonna stick your right foot straight out, coming into a rock star. So then lift your hips up. Rock star, let's go, 2021. Bring your hands down to the ground. Drop your hips 1 inch towards the ground, and then lift them back up. And then drop them down 1 inch off the ground, lift it back up. One more time, drop your hips, and then take a push up. Okay, yes, killing it. Bring your right foot up to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, step through into a low lunge. You can straighten and then bend into your front knee, a little dynamic movement just to warm up. Warm up the body, the soul. One more time. And then when you come to your low lunge, drop your back knee down to the ground. Anjanayasana. Bring your hands to your knee, press it away from you. Lengthening out your spine here. Feeling a deep stretch into your thighs, hamstrings. Reach your hands up over your head and then press your palms away from you like a cosmic salute to the universe. Reach through your spine and take a little side body stretch to the right. Nice and long, reaching here. Inhale, back up to center. Slide your right hip back in line with your left and bring your hands to your heart center. Roll your shoulders down your back, get really long. Twist open to the right. Open up, reaching behind you, reaching in front of you. Squeeze your shoulders together as you lengthen and lift. And then reach your hands back up to the sky, breathe it in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Slide your hips back as you straighten your front leg. Maybe you walk your hands back a little bit too on your fingertips. And then get really long through your spine. Exhale, start to fold forwards into your half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Think about pulling your right hip back, your left hip forwards. If you want to go a little deeper, you can pull your toes up towards your face. Ooh, feels so special, wow. Breathe here into your hamstrings. Maybe even let your head drop down. You got options. Breathe into it. And then slowly release. Walk back into your low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Keep your left hand on the ground, reach your right hand up. Twisting low lunge, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your left bicep engaged. And then start to reach behind you as you come to the right side of your right foot. Horizon lunge, reaching straight back, opening up your shoulders. And then windmill your right hand back to the top of your mat. Slowly, with so much control, back into your low lunge. Lift your hands up over your head. Crescent Warrior, right here. You're gonna pivot your back foot into 90 degrees. Straighten your front leg and check your alignment. So the front middle toe is in the center of your back foot. Once that's good to go, sink down into your warrior two. Push through your back heel, open up your chest. Think about rotating your thighs behind you and pressing down into your heels, just getting really long here. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach back and then up, lengthening up through your spine. Keep the bend into your front knee, open up your chest here, and then reach your left hand up like you're holding a giant beach ball. So engage your core. Now keep holding your beach ball. Come all the way forwards into a side angle. Slowly drop it down, back into your low lunge. Hips square to the front of the room, and then reach your right foot back up to the sky, coming back into your three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. So stack your hips on top of each other. Try to kick your booty with your toes and touch the sky with your knee. Keep your shoulders in line towards the front of the room. Come onto your left tippy toes. Maybe even straighten your top leg, but keep your hips open. So use your glutes here. Rock forwards 1 inch. Rebend into your knee and flip your dog all the way over. Just cracking your heart right open, lifting your hips up to the sky. Breathe here, just let it go. Gaze down at the mat. In slow motion, start to unwind, feeling each little muscle working here. Back into your three-legged dog. You can come down into a plank or take another one-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Whew. Deep breath in. Exhale, side out, let it go. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, side out, let it go. One more time, really deep breath in, get big with your chest into your belly. Exhale, side out, let it go. Tippy toes, gaze forwards. Walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, fold it forwards. Stand all the way up. Circle your hands high over your head. And then open your chest. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, swan diving down. Get long, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Get a little bit closer. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, step your right foot back. No, step your left foot back. Then step your right foot back into a side plank. We have two sides, so we have to do both, you know? Reach your hips high like a rainbow, and then lift your right foot up and step it behind you, coming into a baby back bend here. Lift up your hips, open your chest, gaze down, unwind. Reach your right leg up this time, three-legged dog, roll forwards. You can take a plank, knees, chest, chin, or you can take your one-legged chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, give it a kiss. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Make them touch. Inhale, lift it back up to the sky. Exhale, bring your left knee across to your right elbow this time. Make them touch. And then send your ankle onto your knee. Press back into a figure four. So push your heel down, keep your biceps engaged, and press your left knee away from you, opening your hip here. Take a few breaths into your figure four. And then roll onto the left side of your body. Reach your right hand up. Point your knee at the ground. Rainbow your hips high. Find your side body stretch. Feel your hips opening at the same time. Now you'll just kick your left leg straight out in front of you. Coming into a rock star. Rainbows and rock stars. Lift your hips high. Gaze down at your mat. Bring your right hand down. Lower your hips 1 inch off the ground. Then lift them back up to the sky. Lower them down. Inhale, lift them up. Lower them down. Take a push up. Okay, yes. Reach your left foot back up to the sky. 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it all the way through, coming into a low lunge. Finding that dynamic movement, bending into the knee and then straightening your leg. Listening to your body right here. Very slowly, just waking up. And then come back to your low lunge. Drop your back knee down to the ground. Press your front knee away from you for Anjanayasana. Reach your hands up over your head, pressing your palms up to the sky. Cosmic saluting to the universe. Take a side body stretch to the left. So your hips reach forwards. A deep stretch through your front thigh. Deep opening here. Inhale, get a little longer. Exhale, release. Slide your left hip back in line with your right as you lengthen through your spine. And then bring your hands to your heart. Roll your shoulders down your back. It's so long here. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the left. So reach back with your left hand, forwards with your right. Squeeze your shoulder blades together here. Just getting long. Twisting. Keep both of your hips reaching towards the front of the room. And then inhale, reach your hands back up. Exhale to the ground. Slide your hips back. Walk your hands onto your fingertips and get really long through your spine, coming into a half split. Exhale, fold forwards. You can let your head drop down. Think about reaching your left hip back, your right hip forwards. Option to grab your toes and pull them in towards your face. Breathing here into your hamstrings, into your hips, into your calves. One more breath. Let it go. Crawl back forwards into your low lunge. Keep your right hand down. Lift your back knee and reach your left hand up, twisting low lunge. Pinky towards the front of the room. Both of your hips are lifting up, squeezing your shoulders together. And then reach your left hand straight behind you. Come to the left side of your left foot. Start to lift your hips as you open to the left. Horizon lunge. Breathe here. And then reach your left hand back to the top of your mat. Square your hips in your low lunge. And then reach your hands straight up into a Crescent Warrior. Roll your shoulders down your back. Get really long here. Just breathe into your hips, into your thighs. Now straighten both legs. Pivot your back foot to 90 degrees. Check your alignment so your middle toe in the front foot is in the center of your back foot. Once that's good to go, bend into your front knee, open into your Warrior 2. Press down through both of your heels. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Just get long and gaze forwards. Feeling that length, owning into your power, your authentic expression. Sink a little bit deeper. Get a little bit deeper. Feel a little bit more. Breathing here. Inhale, reverse. So reach as far back as you can and then drop your hand down. Reach your left hand straight up. Opening into your side body, keeping the bend in your front knee. Reach your right hand up like you're holding a giant bouncy ball, so use your core. Reach your ball all the way to the top of your mat. And then straighten your front leg, come down, back into your low lunge. Send your left foot back up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Roll forwards, 1-legged chaturanga or plank or knee stress chin. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Whew. Okay, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. 2 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Last one. Huge breath into your belly, into your chest. Sigh it out as you release. All right, let's flow. Reach your right foot up. Bring your right knee to your nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, make them touch. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, cross your body. Right knee, left elbow. Send it back into your figure four. Roll to the right side, coming into your side plank. Point your knee down, lift your hips high, and then send your foot straight out into a rock star. Hips lift, hearts open. Bring your left hand down to the ground. Lower your hips 1 inch, just one time this time. And then reach your right foot up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Step all the way through, low lunge. Little bit of dynamic, rock forwards, backwards, forwards, drop your knee down, Anjanayasana. Hands lift up to the sky. Side body stretch. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, slide your hips into line, bring your hands to your heart. This time we're gonna twist a little deeper, so get really long as you breathe in. And then exhale, twist to the right. Bring your elbow to your knee, and then press your hands to your chest, gaze up over your shoulder, twist, wring it out. If you got any New Year's Eve fun, let that detox just flow. Pressing your palms together. One more breath. Go a little deeper on your exhale. And then inhale, reach your hands back up to the sky. Exhale to the ground. Slide your right hip back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Option to grab your toes up towards your face, or option to go full splits if that's your jam this morning. Come back forwards. Left hand down, right hand lifts, lift your back knee, twisting low lunge, and then reach straight back as you open your hip horizon. Right hand reaches out in front. Come back into your low lunge, square both hips, and then reach your hands up over your head. Crescent Warrior. Straighten your legs, pivot your back foot to 90 degrees, and then sink down, Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Left hand lifts, use your core, and this time reach it forwards into your side angle. Inhale, reach it back, reverse, and then send it forwards. Last time, reverse warrior, throw it so far back that you straighten your front leg. Get super long in your reverse triangle. And then hands back to the ground. Back into your low lunge, back where we began. Right leg lifts up to the sky, three-legged dog. Knees, chest, chin, or one-legged. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And side out. Deep breath in. This time flutter your lips. Let it go. Left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, cross underneath you. And then as you send your foot, catch it on your knee. Figure four. Roll to the left as you reach your right hand up. Rainbow your hips high, point your knee down. See if you can keep your body in a straight line. And then extend your left foot out, rock star. Right hand to the ground. One time, lower your hips 1 inch off the ground. Lift back up into your three-legged dog. And then step through. Take that dynamic movement, low lunge to modified pyramid, opening and then bending. Last one, drop your back knee down. Anjanayasana, reach your hands high. Take your side body stretch to the left. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Get really long, slide your hips in line, and then twist to the left. Right elbow, left knee. Press your palms together as you twist through your spine. Wringing everything out like a rag. Twist through your soft low belly. Breathe in here. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Keep pressing your hips forwards and your hands towards your heart, gazing over your left shoulder. See if you can go a little bit deeper on your next exhale. Inhale, reach your hands back up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the ground. Slide your left leg back. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Half Hanumanasana, half splits. Option to pull your toes towards your face. Option for full splits. Listen to your body, you know? Sink it here. Breathe into your hamstrings. Slowly come forwards. Right hand down, left hand in your back knee, lift, twisting low lunge. Now reach straight back, come to the left side of your left foot, horizon lunge. Bring your hands back to the top of your mat, low lunge, and then reach your hands up to the sky, Crescent Warrior. Breathing here. Straighten your front leg, open up into your Warrior 2. Sink your hips down, open your chest. Push through both of your heels, and then inhale, reverse. Reach your back hand up, catch your giant bouncy ball, and then reach forwards. Send it back. Reach it forwards. Send it back. And then straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. Gets so long here. Slide it down, back to your low lunge. All the way back to your three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Option here. I'm gonna go for a one-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Actually, send it back, child's pose. Take a breather. Feel really good here. Let your forehead come down to the ground. Rotate your biceps away from your ears and then press through your palms. Use your core to send your spine back and your torso towards the ground. Just taking a few breaths to get long. To reset. Come back to your intention. Back to the magic. One more breath. Let it go. Walk your hands back to your knees. Then come to standing on your knees. We're gonna take a camel pose here. So this one can be a big heart opener, so just take it where you want it. Bring your hands to the top of your glutes, like you're sticking them into the back of your jean pockets. And then get really long in your spine. And then as you exhale, start to lean back. Keep lifting your heart up. Push your core into your hands and then push your hands into your core. So you have this like opposing energy going on here to keep everything really stable. Maybe this is where you stay today. If you feel this in your spine and your chest opening, or you can start to lean back. If this feels okay, you can let your head drop back. If this feels okay, you can bring your hands all the way to your feet. Just listen to your body here. If your hands are on your feet, lift your heart up as you pull your shoulders together. Breathing here. Don't forget your breath. If you came all the way down, bring your hands back into your jean pockets. And slowly start to come up the same way you came out. Start to come out the same way you came up. And then sink your hips down. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Close your eyes and just get tall in your spine. Take this moment to come back and reconnect. To breathe. Deep breath into your belly, into your chest. And let it go. Come on to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes and then lift your knees 1 inch off the ground. So really squeeze in your core here. Rock forwards, lift your knees a little bit higher without moving your hips. Squeeze your core, squeeze your core. A little bit higher without moving your hips. Now you're really using your core so much here, so now it's totally on fire. Again, I'm trying to distract you. Lift your knees just 1 more inch, so squeeze them as high as you can. And then step your hands back. Straighten your legs, fold forwards, halfway lifts, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Clasp your hands together behind your back. Opposite them on top from the beginning. So reach your hands up over your head, feet about hips width distance. Glue your left shoulder to your left knee and pull your clasp over to the left, straightening your right leg. Slowly release, twist it out, other way. Right shoulder, right knee, straighten your left leg. And then slowly come back to center, let it go, hands to the ground, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl forwards into a plank. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin. And then slide up into your cobra. Open your chest. Exhale, lower back down to the ground. Tuck your toes. Inhale for plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reach your right foot up as you inhale. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hips. So stack your hips on top of each other. Try to kick your booty with your toes and touch the sky with your knee. And then drop your right shoulder back in line with your left. So get really long here, creating that beautiful line. Come onto your left tippy toes, rock forwards 1 inch. And then step your right foot behind you, flipping your dog all the way over. Lift your hips up. Let your heart open. Gaze down at the ground. In slow motion, start to unwind, feeling each little muscle working here. Reach your right foot back up to the sky, three-legged dog. And then step it all the way through, top of your mat into your low lunge. Hands reach up over your head, Crescent Warrior. Exhale, hands to your heart. Get really long in your spine, and then twist to the right. Bring your left knee, left elbow, right knee. Twist open. Press your palms to your heart center, gaze up over your right hand. Maybe going a little deeper this time. Maybe even opening your hands out wide. If you're feeling crazy, you can take a bind, reaching your right hand back. Maybe even your left hand underneath. So many options. Keep lifting your hips up the whole time. And then slowly unwind. Hands back to your heart center. Reach them up over your head. Crescent Warrior, feel that burning? Okay. Step forwards, fold forwards, halfway lift, fold forwards. Now you're gonna balance on your left foot and reach your right leg straight back. Get long here into your Warrior 3. Right hip in line with your left. Inhale for length. And then exhale, fold all the way down into a standing splits. So reach your right foot up as high as you can. Maybe you can even take a bind, grabbing onto your standing leg. Feel your hamstrings lengthening. And then very slowly bring your right knee behind your left. OMG. Shakti here. Or standing Shiva, not standing Shakti. Set your right foot down. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. And then stand all the way up. Lengthen your hips. Exhale, pivot all the way back down to the ground. Reach your right foot back up to the sky. And then step it back, low lunge. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Take a breath and let it go. Lift your left leg up this time. Bend your knee, open your hip. So stack your hips on top of each other. Try to touch your booty with your toes, touch the sky with your knee, get really long here, tippy toes on the right leg. Extend everything up. Rock forwards 1 inch, and then step your left foot all the way behind you, coming into a flip dog. Lift up your hips as you crack open your heart, just letting your heart open back up to that magic. Gaze down at the mat, in slow motion unwind. Left leg lifts up to the sky, three-legged dog. Step it through into a low lunge. Reach your hands over your head. Exhale to the heart center. Get really long here. And then twist to the left, right elbow, left knee. Press your palms together, gaze up at the sky. Find your depth here, twisting into your low belly. Maybe even opening up your hands this time or taking that bind. Listen to your body, tune in. Slowly unwind. Reach everything back up to center. And then step your left leg to meet your right. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, send your left foot to the sky. Halfway lift, finding your length in your warrior 3. And then start to fold into a standing splits. Making your left foot become the highest point on your body. You can even grab your standing bottom leg and reach your left foot even higher. Taking that bind. Bring your left knee behind your right. Standing Shiva, balancing here for a second. And then drop it down for a cosmic curtsy. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and stand all the way up. Press your hips away as you lengthen through your side bodies. Slowly come back down to the ground. Same way you came up. Left leg lifts. Step it back, low lunge. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and then reach your right hand up to the sky. Thread your needle. Right hand comes underneath you. Left hand comes forwards. Lift your hips up to the sky and find your bind. So left hand behind. Twisting here. Get everything left in your shoulder out. We like to hold stress in our shoulders. So I'm guessing maybe you have a little bit of stress left over from 2020. So just take this opportunity to let it go. Keep reaching your hips backwards, letting your shoulder just release. If you want to go farther, you can straighten your left leg and press into your calf. And then slowly, the same way you came in, start to unwind. Left hand back, right hand all the way up to the sky. Drop it down. Switch it out, reach your left hand up. And then exhale, thread the needle, coming down onto your left shoulder. Walk your right hand out in front of you. Press the ground away as you lift your hips. Option for a bind, reaching your right hand back to grab onto your left hip or thigh. Option to straighten your right leg as you press down into your hip. Into your shoulder. Definitely not pressing into your hip. Don't listen to me. Breathe here. Allow your shoulder to release as you dig in. One more breath. And then start to unwind. The same way you came in, just coming right back out. Left hand reaches all the way back up to the sky. And then drop it down. Nice. Sink your hips back. Reach your feet out in front of you. Slide your hips forwards. Then you'll just bring your left leg under, your right leg over. Coming into a little twist here. Right hand behind you. Left hand lifts. And then bring your elbow across. Coming into a twist. Gaze over your right shoulder. Maybe even close your eyes. Then slowly release. Just walk your hands over to the left this time. Unwinding. Back to center. Now bring your right leg all the way on top of your left. You might need to adjust and find your sweet spot. The goal here is just you want to think about squeezing your thighs together. So once you've got that, grab your feet, get really long in your spine, maybe even give yourself a little foot massage. This is called cow facing pose, so it's like these are your little ears. So massage out your cow ears. Just breathe. Get really long here. And then start to fold it forwards, coming down onto your forearms. Maybe letting your head drop down or maybe walking your hands out wide. Listen to your body here. Take a few moments. Start to walk yourself all the way back up. Now to come out of this, we're just gonna spin right out. So walk your hands around behind you and just spin and then keep spinning and then keep spinning until you're just on the other side like magic. Reach your left hand behind you, right hand up, and then find your twist. Gaze over your left shoulder. Press both hips down into the ground. Think about opening up your chest here. Slowly release. Walk your hands to the right, unwinding this way. Then come back to center. Slide your left foot over your right. Find your sweet spot. Then get really long here and start to fold forwards. Maybe this is where you stay, or maybe you come all the way down. Squeeze your thighs together, allowing that inner rotation of your hip. Breathing here. Slowly come back up and just release. Kick your feet out in front of you. Just release. All right, slide your hips forwards. Coming down onto your back. Make sure your middle fingers can touch the back of your ankles. That's your sweet spot. And then lift your hips up to the sky, coming into a bridge pose. Clasp your hands together underneath you and then start to crawl your shoulder blades closer together as you lift your hips higher, bringing your chest towards your chin. Keep your core engaged, keep your glutes engaged, so you're lifting your hips up with a pelvis tilt towards the sky. Maybe you crawl your shoulders even closer, squeeze your glutes, come onto your tippy toes, lift as high as you can, and keep your breath. Slowly lower all the way back down, one vertebrae at a time. And then exhale for your final Shavasana. Let your legs go long, your palms face up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Shavasana. Back into the world. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Roll your head right and then left. Pressing the back of your skull down into your mat, a little massage. And then reach your hands out long behind you. Full body stretch, point your toes, get really long, breathe in. And then exhale, let it go. Bend your knees, placing your feet on the ground. Press your tailbone down, lengthen through your spine. Just taking a moment here to feel centered, grounding down into the earth, feeling so supported. So supported by Mother Earth, that connection. And then when you're ready, roll to your right side, using your arm as a pillow. Taking these last moments, this rebirth, this renewal, this resolution. And then start to press yourself all the way back up to a seat. Close your eyes and bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in and let it go. We'll end our practice here today in this final pose of gratitude. Hands in prayer at your heart. Ask yourself in this moment, what are you grateful for? What is your most authentic expression? And are you trusting in your own magic? One final really deep breath in as a collective. Exhale, sigh it out. Light in me honors and respects the light in you, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for sharing your space with me on this beautiful first day of the year. Thank you so much, and namaste. My name's Cole. I really enjoyed sharing this time with you, and I hope that you guys have an amazing 2021.
Welcome to Abracadabra TV.
Live exclusively on Twitch.